Welcome back, everybody. For today's practice, we're going to be exploring attention and distraction. So I like to think about it as if it's like the percentage of focus and distraction we're at. So usually, if you look at some research, people are at about 50% distraction, which is probably why a lot of businesses are getting involved with mindfulness, wanting to get their employees to be able to focus more. So if you're at 50%, what we need to do with mindfulness practice is kind of move that over, right? Moving it up to 60, 70, 80, 90% of staying, really being able to stay on an object of attention. And with students, we talk about this as building the muscles of attention. So you get distracted, you pull it back. You get distracted, you pull it back. And the more we actually build this muscle of attention, the more we can actually stay with an object, whether that's our breath, whether that's a friend of ours, whether that's some food we're eating. So what we're going to do here briefly is just a simple practice of how we can build the muscles of attention. So if you take your hand, again, we'll do a practice as if we're kids, but it'll work for you as well. So if you take your hand and you put it on your stomach, and see if you can just take a few breaths and see if you can feel physically the experience of the breath in the diaphragm, in the stomach. And with your hand gently on your stomach, see if you can just notice. It might be uncomfortable, it might feel good, it might be tight, it might be deep. So not trying to change anything. Mindfulness practice is about being with what is as it is. So we're just being with the physical experience of the breath as it is. And then we're going to add something to this, which is if your mind distracts you, if all of a sudden you're thinking about something in the future, if you're worried about something, whatever it is, if you find yourself being pulled away from the direct experience of the breath in the belly, what you can do is you can actually lift your hand up in the air and then bring it back and just see if you can focus again, anchoring your attention on the experience, the physical experience of the sensations of the breath, really kind of honing in. Does it feel tight? Does it feel relaxed? Is it warm? Is the breath long? Is it short? Just kind of examining the experience. And again, if the mind jumps away, as it's prone to do, lift the hand up in the air, just so you know that you've noticed it, you've caught it, and then bring the hand back to the stomach, feeling the full course of the breath, staying with every sensation as the breath comes in and out. And you might be able to notice just a blip that comes in the mind trying to pull you away, but if you can just keep the attention on the physical sensations, let the mind pass like a bird flying over, you can just kind of keep the hand there, staying present. But again, if you find yourself tumbling off in some thought, lift the hand up, notice, and then bring the attention with the hand back to the stomach, back to the breath. Really inhabiting the physical experience of the breath. See if you can get a continuous experience of the breath, the body moving, expanding, contracting. See if you can really enjoy the breath. Feel the delicious movement of the body as the air comes in and actually expands, the breath deepening. And let's take one more deep inhale. Nice sigh on the exhale, letting the body relax. So wonderful to practice again with you. Keep trying this. You can do this. It could just take a minute at a few different points throughout this day. Just keep trying this, coming back to the breath. Notice if you're distracted, coming back, just anchoring yourself in the body and in the breath. I hope you enjoy the other content on the site today, and we'll be back tomorrow for another practice.